Dear students of class 10, in this video lecture, I am going to explain about the first chapter of your physics, and that is electricity. Electricity is the first chapter of your syllabus in physics. So the first question arises, what is the meaning of electricity, or how we can define electricity? Now suppose we have any type of energy, either it is nuclear energy, wind energy, or any type of energy is there, and we want to change this, we want to convert it into electrical energy. Electrical energy. So this process or this phenomenon of converting one form of energy, one form is whether it is in nuclear form, whether it is in the form of steam, or it is in the form of heat, or whatever be the given form. Our aim is to convert that energy into desired form, and our desired form is electrical energy. So this phenomenon of converting any type of energy into desired form, that is in terms of electrical energy, is known as electricity. So phenomenon to convert any type of energy into our desired form is known as electricity. Okay, so we have so many ways to convert a given energy into our desired form, that is in form of electrical energy. So the first concept starts with the concept of electric charge. So it is the basic thing which is very important in this chapter, and that is the concept of electric charge. Okay, so electric charge, we denote it by capital Q or small q. So first question is, what is an electric charge? So for this I am giving you one example. Suppose there is a magnet and it has two poles, north pole and south pole, and if we bring any other magnet near to it such that its south pole is here and north pole is here, so what result will you obtain? Is these two magnets attract each other or repel each other? Since both have the same poles in one direction, they are towards each other, so there will be a repulsion. Okay, again if we take another magnet, and here we have north, south, and this one north and south. So in this case, unlike poles are there, so there will be a attraction. This we have studied till now. It's our previous knowledge. Now suppose if any magnet whose north pole is here in this direction and another magnet having north pole, both are facing towards each other, so in this case there will be a force of repulsion. Okay, and if we have north pole and south pole of a magnet towards each other, then there will be a force of attraction. That means we can conclude from here that like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. So this is the case of a magnet. So we observe that in all the four cases, there is a force which is experienced by another magnet due to first magnet. Means there is a force of attraction or force of repulsion that occurs in between the two magnets irrespective of their poles, whatever poles are there. I'm not talking about repulsive or attractive nature. I'm just uh, concerned about that there is a force that acts between the two magnets when they are kept close to each other. And that force, what is the cause of that force? That force arises due to the internal property of the magnet. That means this is an intrinsic property of magnet. So we can write that there is an intrinsic property. Intrinsic means internal, because of its molecular arrangement or whatever its construction is there. There's an intrinsic property of a magnet which gives rise to magnetic force. And this force is experienced by another magnet from certain distance, means both are not in direct contact with each other. So in the same manner, if we have two charges, suppose we have a charge plus q and another charge plus q is there. So here we find that both have the same nature, means both are positive charges, so there will be a force of repulsion. Okay, again if we have both the negative charges, so again we have the repulsion. This follows the same trend as we have observed in case of magnet. Now suppose if one is positive charge, another is negative charge, or first one is negative and second one is positive. So in both the cases there will be a force of attraction. So as we have defined the magnetic force, in the same manner we can define here the charge. So charge is internal property of matter, or we can say it is an intrinsic property of matter that gives rise to a force in between two charged particles, and the force is known as electrostatic force. So we can define electric charge as the property of matter, the property means intrinsic property. Intrinsic property of matter, the intrinsic property of matter which gives rise to electrostatic force between them is called an electric charge. So charge is the internal property of matter which gives rise to the electrostatic force between two bodies. Is it okay? I am saying intrinsic property. Intrinsic property means, as we have observed in case of magnet, similarly these two bodies having the same nature of charge or different nature of charge are not in direct contact with the body, yet they are exerting a force on one another. So means they are exerting a force from a certain distance without direct contact, and this happens because of some intrinsic property, and that intrinsic property of matter is known as electric charge. So here we have discussed about electric charge. In next lecture we will discuss about some basic properties of electric charge.